Horror should not make us laugh. The implication that citizens of advanced societies can laugh at tragedies, real or imagined, means we have a lot of soul-searching to do. Whatever, here are my top 10 horror comedies bringing down society. Horror comedies come in all shapes and sizes. Most of them are Evil Dead. Now, let's get this going so I can fight you about it later. Honorable mention since, well, I just wanted to do 11. I already talked about this one on the Netflix list, so I'll keep this short. Great writing, great characters, even better tentacles. Can't go wrong. I'm pretty sure I'd be chopped up by you hillbilly zombies if this one wasn't on the list. Lovecraft comedies are a dime a dozen, yet very few are worth that 0.9 cents. F you, John dies at the end. And it's written by Joss Whedon, who I just found out is a completely different person than J.J. Abrams. The plot is definitely way out there with its electrical grid, revolving monster doors, and a communications room full of kooky douche suits. It's got a great ending though, where Abrams' imagination runs amok. I meant Joss Whedon. This film teaches us how easy it is to forget you ever had a wife. And such a perfect cast. Michael J. Fox as a grown-up Marty McFly, Jeffrey Combs starring as himself, John Astin as a Southern Gomez Addams, Jake Busey behaving how we all assume he does in public, and Troy Evans has his 10th incompetent sheriff. It's Peter Jackson before he crashed and burned with every film after Lord of the Rings. Some gruesome deaths and an awesome-looking Reaper. Nope, not apologizing. You can go right ahead and shove a 5-clawed fist up your clogged butthole. Terrible one-liners, over-the-top deaths, a standard amount of boobs, and an ambiguous ending where they both live? They both died? They both live? They both died? Live? They both died? I don't get it, but I wasn't even mad. A perfect film, but it's only number 7 because the next 6 are more perfectier. I talked about this one earlier, so I'll keep it short. This film argues that the campers in the Friday the 13th series were the real monsters. Tucker and Dale were just doing the Lord's work and getting rid of the college kids that weren't going to use their degrees anyways. This film has quite a few issues. Most of them have to do with Jesse Eisenberg. But with Woody Harrelson beside him, all of these problems are solved. Literally all of them. Overall, Zombieland has scattered humorous bits throughout and a world the whole cast buys into. I suspect the sequel's basic Jesse Eisenberg trash, but I might give it the old red box try. The absolute funniest moment in film history was Sean jumping over that fence. This film was the springboard that launched the career of the British Bill Nye. I dressed as Sean one year for Halloween and no one knew who I was. Not even the other Sean I saw. And that was real sad because this film is too good. It's like a zombie film except, you know, interesting. Zombieland did have zombies, but it was more like a sexy Jesse Eisenberg sex romp. This film was the first film to point out the best defense against zombies is to calm the f down and act like nothing's wrong. Shaun of the Dead tackled the zombie apocalypse dating scene before Warm Bodies. Shaun of the Dead was the first to prove that dogs can look up. Chekhov's gun theory is correct. And Jesse Eisenberg can eat shit. Whereas Jesse Eisenberg is known as one of America's most dangerous psychopaths, Christian Bale is the British psychopath. And his Psycho does come out in this 80s era Dilbert slasher. The real-life murderous Mr. Bale plays a murderous American businessman who shows no emotions. This film is an underappreciated diamond. And stay away from Christian Bale. I suspect that most people who know me thought this would be my number 1. Don't you look stupid. My number 1 is actually the greatest Ash film ever made, and my number 2 will make no one happy. Army of Darkness combines the theory of time travel with a chainsaw hand. This film broke barriers with its one-liners, camera shots, and chainsaw hand. The Oscars had to end their chainsaw award after this one because no shit-ass 90s film could compare to the catch a chainsaw with my nub scene. I often watch this once a day, with or without my chainsaw hand. First of all, if you read Stephen King's Needful Things and then saw this movie, well that was your mistake, you f***ing idiot. No one would have thought that the gut-wrenching performance Ed Harris gave in The Abyss would have led to this 31% tomato meter cop and devil fight. This film is so finely performed that I'm never reading books again. Ed Harris, Max von Sydow, and a well-hammered JT Walsh keep me watching this at least once a year. Though Evil Dead 2 is now known as one of the greatest films ever made, its road to recognition was not easy. You see, the Oscars have yet to recover since they mistakenly chose The Last Emperor over the breathtaking Evil Dead 2 as Best Picture. This is the Chuck Norris of films, and it will snap your neck. I could honestly watch this film on repeat till I'm dead.